I'm Christina Aguayo in Dallas, and here are your top stories.
In a twist to the political shootings in Minnesota, a letter allegedly written by Vance Boelter has surfaced claiming that Governor Tim Walz ordered him to assassinate U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar to clear the way for Walz to take her Senate seat. This, according to sources familiar with the document. The letter is more than 1.5 pages long and offers a glimpse into Boelter's mindset following the deadly attacks last week. According to two people who have seen the letter, Boelter, the prime suspect in the murder of State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark, and the shootings of State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette, made claims about being secretly trained by the U.S. military, quote, off the books. He also alleged that Walz personally instructed him to target Klobuchar and other prominent figures, including a vague reference to U.S. Senator Tina Smith. Federal prosecutors say that the letter, which was left in a Buick abandoned near Boelter's home in Green Isle, Minnesota, reportedly doubles as a confession to the shootings. The Hennepin County District Attorney's Office declined to discuss the letter's specifics, citing the active investigation. Senator Klobuchar, in a statement, described Boelter as, quote, a very dangerous man and expressed relief that authorities captured him before he could harm others, saying, quote, this was a terrifying ordeal and I'm grateful for the bravery of law enforcement. The letter adds a chilling layer to an already grim case. Boelter, arrested on Sunday after a massive 2-day manhunt, faces state and federal charges, including 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder for the attacks on Hortman and Hoffman. Authorities allege he impersonated a police officer using a fake police SUV and a realistic uniform to gain access to his victims' homes. A list of up to 70 potential targets, including lawmakers, was found in his vehicle, raising fears of a bigger plot. Social media has erupted with speculation about the letter, with some influencers pointing out that Boelter's writings link him to Walz, who appointed Boelter to the governor's Workforce Development Board back in 2019. Boelter remains behind bars with a federal court appearance scheduled for June 27th. The FBI and local law enforcement continue to investigate whether Boelter acted alone or had accomplices. Cybersecurity researchers from Cyber News have uncovered what may be the largest data breach in history, with 16 billion login credentials exposed across 30 data sets. These include usernames, passwords, and URLs for major platforms like Apple, Google, Facebook, GitHub, Telegram, and various government services. The data, largely collected by InfoStealer malware, is described as fresh and highly dangerous, enabling phishing, account takeovers, and other cyber attacks. One previously reported data set contained 184 million records, but the scale of this breach is unprecedented. Here's what to do to protect yourself. Change your passwords immediately. Update passwords for critical accounts like emails, banking, social media, etc. Use strong, unique passwords for each service. Avoid reusing old ones or simple variations. Enable two-factor authentication wherever possible to add an extra layer of security. This can prevent unauthorized access even if passwords are compromised. Use a password manager. Tools like Keeper Security or Apple's Password app can generate and store complex, unique passwords, reducing the risk of reuse. Check for breaches. Use services like Have I Been Pawned to see if your email or passwords have been exposed. Be vigilant against phishing. Avoid clicking links or downloading attachments from unknown sources. Manually type URLs into your browser to access accounts. Update software and antivirus. Ensure your devices and antivirus software are up to date to protect against malware exploits. And consider passkeys. Where available, adopt passkeys, which are supported by Google and Apple, for more secure phishing-resistant authentication. Monitor accounts regularly and check financial and other sensitive accounts for suspicious activity. Make sure you enable alerts for login attempts if offered. 73 days before President Donald Trump took office, the Biden administration gave out $93 billion in loans to businesses that didn't have any records. This is more than twice the amount given out in the last 15 years combined. Senator Kennedy is wondering how it's even possible. Watch.
Mr. Secretary, I want to go back to some of your earlier testimony, be sure I heard it correctly. The 76-day period you're talking about, that's the period between the time that President Trump was elected and President Biden left office. Is that right?
That is correct.
And during that short period of time, 76 days, how much taxpayer money went out the door of the Department of Energy?
From the Loan Program Office in loans and commitments, $93 billion. well over twice as much as in the previous 15 years. So
how do you vet and do due diligence on a loan in 76 days? One loan, much less $93 billion. How do you do it?
I think it's probably pretty clear it wasn't done in many cases. As I mentioned, I'm told I'm holding back clearly in place stuff. There is lots of funds that have gone out the door and commitments that were made from businesses that provided no business plan, no numbers about their own financial solvency or how this project
So you're telling me that the Department of Energy, in the 76-day period before their boss was going to leave office, gave or loaned money to entities that had no business plan?
Correct.
No financials?
Correct. A number of those were before the 76-day period as well.
That's what you need to know. In Dallas, Christina Aguayo.